Hey, it's Sam back here and welcome to this review of Adder Leads. Now, today I want to show you a little bit about the software, but first of all, I want to let you know what this is for. So there's no confusion because this is something that is quite new. You don't hear much about it, but I want to talk about Adder. What is Adder? So I wrote a little bit about Adder here. Adder is a law that came into effect in 2017 that has been created, it's pretty much created some confusion and been basically an expensive problem for a lot of websites to comply. And this law came in the States, and I believe websites worldwide now need to start doing this and complying with Adder. So as part of Adder, a website basically needs to be perceivable, needs to be operatable, understandable, and robust. If your website or your client's website does not fit in with the rules laid out in Adder, then you can be liable and be sued for it. So in order to become compliant, you can install a simple Adder Comply widget. It's actually a widget, not really a plugin, a widget that pops up making your website more accessible and easy to use for disabled people. And what this widget looks like is it's basically here, and it's a widget that'll pop up and it'll basically, for example, if I was to go and search for a potential client here, there it is. If I was to do this, then basically what Adder will do is it will create a pop-up, and that pop-up will allow people who are blind to be able to basically click and have that pop-up show up. So it's like this here, and if they want to listen to it, they can listen to the text. If they want to view the text larger, they can do that. They can resize the text. And it's basically this bar right here that will allow people to access this text in a way that's, or basically access this website in a way that's Adder compliant. So websites all over the place are not Adder compliant right now. And what this software does is it provides you with this Adder compliance. You can also upload a logo for the business. You can choose where this is located, whether it's on the bottom, whether it's on the top, where the logo is, and what tools are available here. If you wanted to, for example, you could remove some of these tools. All of them are recommended. You can also find a appropriate accent or voice that's going to be good for this as well. So then you save it, and then you can send that to a business. Basically click here to copy the embed code, send this to a business to add to their website, and that will give them this Adder compliance so they don't get sued and they don't have any problems for not complying with this Adder compliance. Now obviously this is a bigger deal in the United States. Where I am here in Russia, no one's ever heard of it, but where you are in Europe, if you're in Europe or something like that, this is more common these days, and it's coming into play in a lot of different areas, and businesses need to know about it, and you can help to educate them about it, and you can help them to send this Adder compliance to them. Now, there's businesses all over the place that aren't aware of Adder compliance or haven't yet added it to their website. Many of them, if they have spent a lot of money doing it. So what Adder Leads does is this is basically an all-in-one system for finding clients who are not Adder compliant, auditing their website, and then providing them with a solution, which is the widget, for a low cost. You'll be able to use this method to generate more clients in your business, and you'll also be able to use this method to find people who are not Adder compliant and help them to get Adder compliance. And you do this very easily within the software. We can search through here for, say, cafe, and we'll do Wellington, New Zealand. Now, New Zealand, this is a place that will obviously want to be compliant with Adder. New Zealand is a smaller place, but Wellington has the highest capita in the world per square meter of cafes. So we should be able to find a lot of different cafes here, and we can actually find out which cafes have websites and which cafes need this Adder compliance if they don't have it available. We can actually look at their website to see if they're Adder compliant or not, but you don't need to do any of the manual tasks with the software because the software actually takes care of everything. The one thing that I'd say is when you're doing these searches, they do take a little bit of time. You notice that it took a few seconds to do this search here, and I'll need to load more. I'll need to load more because there are a lot of cafes in Wellington, and if I'm going to do this, I want to get around to all of them. You'll also notice that if they're not a .com, so .com is listed here as a regular .com, but if they're not .com like Vanilla Cafe or Cafe Vanilla, then you'll have to view their information to actually look at their website manually. You can find out their rating, so that rating is how they look, and you can also, if I go down here as well, I can find Frank's Cafe, one of my favorite, and this is basically how many ratings that they've got as well. Now, I'm just going to turn off my notifications here so I don't get bothered. Cool, so we don't get distracted. And we've got our website here, we've got our phone number, address, and then we have the categories as well. So it gives us a bit of information about this cafe. And if we wanted to add this to our list of potential clients, I can then do that, and I can also add them to a category, so I can save them within a specific category that I may want to work around or work on for the week to focus on these types of businesses. Now this has found all of the data that I would expect it to. It's found a wide range of different businesses here that I'm very familiar with. I've been to many of these cafes. I know the best ones. If you're ever in Wellington, Neo's very good for food, and Frank's is very good, probably the best, one of the best two for coffee. Cool. Then we can go through and we can look at our different options here, our different results, and we can continue to add these people to our client list. Now, once we've gone through this and we've gone and added all our prospects, we can view our prospects here. Now, these prospects, they are right now prospects. They're not clients of ours, right? So what can we do to make them clients of ours? Well, we can assign them to a category. We can generate a report for them. And we can also, as part of this report, actually automatically email this report to them. So we can do this in many different ways. We can first of all use a specific template that's prepared within the software to send them an email to let them know whether they're compliant or not, send them a free report they can download and see how their compliance is. We can also see how their website performance is. So if their website needs to be sped up, that's another service we can offer, and we can charge money for that. We could charge, for example, $500 up front for added compliance. We could charge another, $200 to $300 for improving their website performance, depending on how much work it is. And then we can offer our SEO services on a regular basis to improve their SEO, a monthly cost for that. We can generate a report for ourselves so we can view it. We can schedule this audit to go out during the daytime in that particular country. For New Zealand right now, it's nighttime. It's about 10 p.m. at night, about 8 p.m. at night actually. So we can schedule that in to go out in working hours in the morning, maybe when a business is just jumping on to check their emails. We can use an SEO template if we wanted to lead with that, if SEO was a problem for them, or we could lead with performance if we noticed their website was really slow. We can then generate this report, or we can generate and send, and that will actually send an email to the business. We can go down and we can look at our clients. So if we actually successfully sign up any clients, we can see that here. We can also view the reports here that we generated for them. And if we want to, we can edit that report. We can generate a new report, and we can also see more information about their business if we want to as well. As we walk down, we can see a list of our audits here. So these are audits that I've done. We can view the audits that we've done as well. Right now, this one's still generating. These ones are still generating, but we can actually view these audits as well. And we can also tick off when this person becomes a client. So we can actually say that, hey, they've now become a client of ours. And we can also choose if we want to email them these reports once they've actually been generated individually if we want to. Now, once we actually generate a client successfully for Adder, we can use this widget that we created at the start of the video to send this code to them. They can install that on their website, and then they'll become Adder compliant. To help you with this as well, you've got API settings, which will help you with Google ratings and being able to do Google requests. You can add your email autoresponder here to do the email sending, so it comes from you. You can adjust the templates. So you can actually edit the templates here. You can add your logo, branding. You can change the text if you want to adjust any of these templates. And you can also write your own templates. You can add your own templates here as well if you want to. If we're going to go down, we can go to team. This is our teams, so we can add team members to do all of this for us if we don't want to do it ourselves. Depending on which upgrade you get, you can view all of your different users here as well. And also there's a reseller and white label upgrade, as well as additional upgrades as part of this package as well, which you can view within this system as well. Cool. So that makes that clear where Adder Leads comes in, how this software works. It's a very cool software. It's the only software I've seen that solves the problem of Adder compliance effectively. So you'll be able to use this software to solve the Adder compliance effectively, very quickly and very easily. And you can do it within a few minutes and generate clients through this software as well. Thanks for listening. I hope this video has been useful and you've learned something from this. Go down below to see all of my bonuses that are available with Adder Leads today. And thanks once again for watching one of my videos. I'll talk to you again soon. This is Sam Becker. See you later.